on KGMB 9.
Happy holidays from all of us at CBS.
Hello.
Barbara, get in here. You must be frozen to the bone.
Look how pretty it is in here. My goodness, you have decked the walls and the halls and everything in between. Where'd you hide the elves?
It's not too much, is it?
Too much? No, it's beautiful.
I wanted this Christmas to be a really special memory for us, so...
Well, you certainly have all the trimmings, and now you have a little homemade shortbread, too.
Oh, thank you so much. This is perfect. It's going to go great with eggnog at our get-together. You didn't have to do that.
Well, actually, I did because we won't be able to make it.
Wait a minute. This is the first annual Jack and Julia pre-Christmas celebration. It wouldn't be the same without you two. We have to have the two wonderful people who stood up for us at our wedding.
Well, you don't have to repay us.
Well, I was hoping that Hal might provide a little holiday inspiration. You know, seeing him celebrating with the kids. Jack might realize that it is possible to juggle a career with a family and a home life. Barbara, you and Hal aren't still having problems, are you?
Honey, I'm afraid our days as a family are numbered.
Hey. Hey, Jack. Listen, thanks for the call earlier, bringing me up to speed.
Not exactly a call I wanted to make.
Do you think there's any chance that Jenkins is bending the truth a little about those microchips turning up?
He knows what he's up against, knows that if we find a speck of dirt on his hands...
Besides his silent partnership with Montgomery.
We will yank his license and shut him down without hesitation. He is definitely aware that it's in his best interest to share with us what he knows, only he ain't talking.
Can't believe Montgomery got those microchips out of Isaac's safe and we didn't have a clue. How did he slip the tail we put on?
Even with somebody tailing him, Hal, we were only getting a glimpse of what he was really up to.
Well, if we need to prove anything, we need the whole picture.
Well, if you want to go deeper, planning, listening, and video equipment, we got to prove criminal intent.
I was thinking of a more human set of eyes and ears.
No, I told you, forget it. Get somebody else to do it, because I am...
Tell me, how is a man supposed to get any work done with you around?
Are you saying I'm a bad influence?
Oh, baby, please drive me to distraction. I knew there was a reason I took off work.
Jake, I think maybe not right now, okay?
Just talking about Abigail's not gonna be home for hours.
It's not Abigail. I don't even want to tell you what it is.
But you will tell me.
I keep getting the feeling that we're being watched.
Oh, you're afraid that our Ghostbusters still has the place wired for video, huh?
Not exactly.
Afraid the ghost herself is still hanging around.
Don't you ever get the feeling that she could be watching us doing...
Yeah, no, I never really put much thought about it. But then again, you're the one that sees her and I don't.
Fine. Okay, well, when Adam Munson gets here with his paranormal expert whatever, you'll see for yourself. And the question then is, what's gonna happen?
What do you mean?
What's gonna happen to us?
Nothing's gonna happen to us.
Jake, you know, I can handle competition. You know, a little healthy competition with someone who's alive and kicking, but with a ghost?
So you tell me we're not gonna do the knuckle buck? No. We could get a hotel room. No. Let me get in here. Send her up.
Send her who up?
Oh, it's just somebody that I used to know in Bay City.
Oh, an old friend?
No, not a friend. Just the opposite.
Carly! Carly, you ready?
To unload those infernal earrings, I've been ready for weeks.
Good.
So tell me, who's the lucky buyer? Another one of Winston's servants who's an underworld black market day trader in her spare time, or am I not allowed to know?
Since today marks the beginning and end of many things, she's no one you know.
And how does straight-laced Jake McKinnon play into all this?
He and our buyer are old friends from Bay City, but he doesn't have any idea that this deal will be taking place right beneath his nose.
He's a news editor, Craig. He's pretty smart. Don't you think he might figure it out?
He won't suspect a thing, and you will have a couple of witnesses to your perfect alibi.
And what's yours?
A couple of friends of my own. Do not worry, nothing could possibly happen.
Do I get to know this woman's name?
Cindy Harrison. She's visiting Jake, and you're visiting your cousin. What could be more innocent than a little auld lang syne?
Jake and I get along fine, but my reputation does precede me. I'm not sure innocent is a word he would apply to my person.
He will today.
Why are you so sure?
Because our buyer's reputation is also somewhat,
Checkered?
her presence will give Jake more than enough to think about.
Great. You do realize my cousin, whom I adore and wouldn't jeopardize for anything in this world, happens to be in love with the man.
I wouldn't dream of putting them in harm's way, Carly.
You would dream of it all right. You just wouldn't act on it, unless forced to do so.
I think you have the wrong impression of me.
I think my impression is right on. You don't care who you use to get what you want. I, on the other hand, care very much about using Molly like this.
You're not asking her to do anything more than she would normally do for her beautiful, finely coiffed,
Cut
intuitive...
that out. That finessing me. I do know when I'm being finessed.
Lighten up a little. Way you're so much more fun when you're...
Happy? Those days are over.
Carly, I'm not forcing you to do this. If you're afraid or if you don't think you need the commission, I could manage to piece together a less elegant but perfectly workable plan.
No. I'll do it.
Good.
What do I do?
Just be your charming self.
These. I thought these earrings were in the safe at Java Underground. When did you get them back?
When your attachment to Detective Jack was over, my window of opportunity opened and I slipped through.
I'm thrilled you could benefit from my decimated love life.
Now have courage, Carly. One door opens and...
Now, if you're going to tell me that it's always darkest before the dawn...
Well, there is a lot of truth to that little chestnut, too, because when this deal goes through, the sun will rise on a new and highly prosperous day.
My George Foreman grills, America's favorite grilling machines, are #1 on everyone's list. Moms want them, dads want them, grandmas want them, even college kids. It's great for the whole family. Start the new year out right. Knock out the fat for healthy meals that will be appreciated every day. Fish, chicken, steaks, even veggies, they all come out tasty. My George Foreman lean, mean, fat-reducing grilling machines. Find them in all your favorite stores from coast to coast. It's a real knockout package.
Why does last-minute shopping at Sears make you so smart? Come in this Saturday between 7 and 8 a.m. for 1 hour only and get a $10 shopping certificate. That's right. Come in between 7 and 8 a.m. and get a $10 shopping certificate good all day. This Saturday only at Sears.
By the time they reach 40, something like 40% will already have visibly thinning hair, which wouldn't be such a big deal.
Except we're women. 30 million of us with hereditary hair loss. Shocked? So were we.
Helpless? No, we're not.
Because now we know there's Rogaine. Rogaine is stronger than heredity.
Rogaine can help us keep the hair we've got.
Rogaine can regrow the hair we've lost.
So when you realize the hair on the bathroom floor isn't your husband's, remember,
There's hope, there's help, there's Rogaine.
Would you let a guy get this close to your legs if you shaved with an electric razor? You bet. If you use the new Remington Smooth and Silky, you get all the closeness you want without the cuts. Remington, it shaves real close, so he can get close. Real close.
In this life, there's just no stopping. No break for a hacking cough. No rest for a raw, sore throat, aches, fever. But when you're desperate for relief, there is TheraFlu. Fast, powerful, hot liquid therapy. With the first sip of that soothing hot liquid, you feel relief is on the way. Soon your throat is soothed, your cough calmed. For bad colds or flu, maximum strength TheraFlu is instant comfort, powerful relief.
Ow! So you think Santa will like these red and green M&Ms?
I don't know. I never met the guy. He does exist!
They do exist. Santa?
Last January, another dream came true. Now it could be your turn. Super Bowl Sunday, Publishers Clearinghouse will surprise another $10 million winner. Enter by mail or at PCH.com, and the winner could be you.
Is cutting back on smoking beneficial to your health? Tonight on the CBS Evening News.
When a man's sudden death tears a family apart, it will take a holiday miracle to bring them together.
We're in the presence of an angel.
Touched by an Angel, CBS Sunday.
You don't have to do that. It's not company. It's Cindy Harrison. Okay, the wife of the late, great Mayor Grant Harrison, who was hated by all who knew him, who used to be married to Vicky, and the exes didn't exactly get along.
Why not?
Well, Cindy objected to Grant's chronic obsession with Vicky, and she resented Vicky because Vicky had kids and she couldn't, and she was happy. And Vicky, she objected to Cindy's chronic recklessness, selfishness, and all-around instability, not to mention greed.
Oh, by all means, invite her in.
Please hide the silver and the sharp objects.
Jake McKinnon. It's been a long time.
Not long enough, I tell you.
You gonna invite me up? Hi, I'm Cindy Harrison. You are?
Molly. Molly Conlon.
Pretty. Sweet thing like this around, you'd think your attitude would improve even slightly.
I have to tell you something, sitting here with you, and some things never change, do they?
I love what you've done with the place. It's handsome, classic, without being...
What do you want, Cindy? What do you want?
Well, I was just passing through. I had some business to take care of, Bay City, and they told me about Vicky. Jake, what can I say? It's terrible. How could I not stop by and pay my respects?
Talk to me about respect. You didn't give Vicky 1 ounce of respect when she was alive, so who are you kidding?
You're getting a divorce? Barbara, no.
Well, neither one of us wanted to be the first to admit it, but we both know that our marriage is over.
Well, I cannot believe that.
I think it's for the best, Julia.
What, splitting up in time for Christmas? What about the children?
We're going to keep with the status quo till after the holidays. In fact, you're the only one I'm telling.
Oh, well, I'm glad you're not going public. I mean, at least that way, you won't have to explain to everybody when you realize what a big mistake you both made.
No lectures, okay?
Hey, if I'm the only one that you're telling, then I just feel it's my duty as your friend to try and talk some sense into you.
You know, people fall out of love. It's sad and it's hard, but it's a fact of life.
Sometimes, maybe. But not you two. I mean, come on. If two people were ever meant to be together, it's you and Hal.
You know, our marriage didn't work the first time. I don't know what got into me to think that it would work the second, let alone the third.
Love.
Well, sometimes love isn't enough to get married in the first place. And when you fall out of love, what do you have left?
You have the life you built together, your children.
Believe me, my children are all I've thought about. I'm not sure I would have stayed in this marriage as long as I have if it weren't for them.
Well, I just have a really hard time imagining you guys split up all over the place when you've meant so much to each other.
You know, you haven't been there for the constant screaming, the deadly silences, and I will not live the rest of my life this miserable. It used to be that when I saw my husband, an electrical charge would go through me. Now it's like we're the last two mourners at a funeral.
Okay, well, what about Hal? How does he feel about all this?
He certainly hasn't fought me on it.
Well, you see, Barbara, that is just Hal being Hal. He was strong and silent, just like Jack. You guys did not get to this place overnight. Please think about what you're doing. You can't just rush into a divorce.
I can't go to Carly with this. Not now. Not for this, not for anything.
Because of Julia.
Because of me, okay? I told Carly that it was over, and I'm sticking with that. I'm finished with her.
You mean the department's finished with her, or you're finished?
No, I was finished with her back when she left me hanging at the altar, but this department can't spend the time or the resources on informants who have a tough time coming up with information, Hal.
Look, Jack, I know you're ticked because Carly dropped by the other night.
No, I passed Tick about 200 miles back. Behind bars just as much as you do, but do not ask me to do this, Hal.
If we do not use Carly, we lose the chance to show the world that Montgomery is not just unorthodox, he is criminal, as in menace to society. We're running out of time, Jack.
What do you got something to prove to the world? Or is it something a little closer to home?
Do I have to make this a direct order? He has those microchips in his possession. He would not risk that unless he was planning to move them. We do what we have to do.
You're running out of time, Hal, or the department?
You listen to me, Snyder. You keep my personal...
Ah, good morning, law enforcement. So reassuring to see you hard at work behind your desk, keeping the streets safe for the good citizens of Oakdale.
And even for people like you.
Huh.
Well, you know the drill, Montgomery. You let the little guy do the work, so you get to keep your hands clean.
And how otherwise, fellas? Will you give them my regards? But I bet you're wondering why I am here.
No, not really.
Well, I'm going to tell you. I can't help but notice that of late, I have been the subject of constant harassment from the Oakdale PD.
Really?
Eh? And I think it's time I did something about it.
This week's featured gift is something bold and bright. So hurry, don't delay. Performance Fleece is here today.
This week only, Performance Fleece half-zip pullovers for the whole family. Just $10.50 to $16.50.
Oh, Navy item of the week, item of the week, a new item every week.
Price so low, you can't say no.
The selection just can't be beat.
Change is a good thing. You change your underwear, your hair, your mind, and after last night's date, brutal, you need to change your mood. And boyfriend who's only good at changing channels. This could do it. Scent is a powerful thing, and this one can lift your spirits and everyone else's without a prescription. Why not? If a tiger can tell his mate is in a good mood by her scent from across the jungle, you wonder what that cute guy in aisle 5 is thinking. With new Caress Silkening Body Lotion and 4 sensual fragrances, you're so ready for anything.
In this ultra-modern world, there's still one thing that works exactly the way moms expect it to. Doctor-recommended Robitussin for fast, soothing relief for coughs. Robitussin, recommended by doctors, pharmacists, and Dr. Mom.
New Motif Sparkling Wine. Champagne is nice, but add a touch of raspberry and... yum. Sparkling wine with a touch of raspberry. That's New Motif.
Rudy's tale begins with a cold and a most peculiar nose, we're told. When his mother tried to soothe his nose, the closer she got, the brighter it glowed. So she wished for new tissues, one of a kind. Then appeared Puffs Plus, a miraculous find. Enchanted pillows kissed with lotion, such a soothing magical potion. And as Rudy felt better, his nose was pleased. The moral? A nose in need deserves Puffs indeed.
You're running free, touches me. It's a Saturday, hey, you're flying away. I'm baking up some cinnamon, feeling you'll be right back in. It's not just a sweet confection. Cinnamon is the heart of my affection. Now I'm showing this love of mine. My heart
Well, what'll you and Hal do without each other?
Be happy? We'll manage.
Okay. Okay, maybe you guys can pick yourself up after a divorce. But I still ache for the children.
Listen, my kids have two parents who adore them. They'll get through this.
Barbara, I know, but there's got to be some way, something that you can do.
Julia, it is too late. We don't see eye to eye on anything anymore. Hal is who he is, and who he is someone who does not listen to his wife or respect her, like some others do.
Some others like who? You don't mean Craig Montgomery.
Listen, I've told you how I feel about Craig, and I'm not about to jump on the bandwagon of those people in this town who are threatened by his style. He's a high roller. I like that. I've known him a long time. He's been wonderful to me.
Tell me you are not going to sacrifice your marriage for Craig Montgomery.
Whatever I do, I'm doing it for myself.
Why can't people stand by their decisions? Why can't they just be satisfied?
You know nothing about this part of my life.
Well, then tell me about it. What is this? Is this some kind of midlife crisis, or you're trying to recapture your youth? You're trying to prove something to yourself?
Excuse me? Are we talking about my marriage or yours?
Ooh, that can't be a sign of good mental health, imagining you're being followed.
And harassed. Where would you come up with something like that?
The constant companions shadowing me every time I leave my suite.
Multiple invisible companions. They're going to throw a net over you.
Fellas, why don't we put our cards on the table?
You know, Hal, the last time we did that, this joker starts dealing from the bottom of the deck. Aces, out of nowhere.
And they say cheaters never prosper.
And losers always have a flimsy excuse.
What's yours? You know, dragging your family's name through the mud for what? To keep yourself in cashmere and Cuban cigars?
You want your sister to be the one to throw the cuffs on you?
On what grounds? Jack doesn't like losing at cards?
You sound like you're looking for a rematch.
Yeah, why don't you drop by the back room at the Java Underground? You know, the casino. I hear they play all kinds of games down there.
Like the kinds of games played by the local PD? I'll tell you what, fellas. I got an idea for a game. Why don't we each tell our best cover story and see who can tell fact from fiction?
Not interested.
I'll start. I believe you think I have something up my sleeve.
And?
You're looking up the wrong place.
You're right, Jake. It's no secret that Vicky and I had our differences.
Well, that's putting it mildly.
I'm sure you know the whole legend of Vicky McKinnon by now, so why rehash the past? But I like to think that time heals all wounds.
You know, Cindy, I generally like to think that people are good-hearted. And that when push comes to shove, people will do the right thing, and that the meek will inherit the earth. But I take a look at you, and I think all bets are off, because the wounds that you gave Vicky and me are forever.
I'm not the same person that I was in Bay City.
Why don't you just tell me what it is that you want?
I want to say how sorry I am. I realize now that a love like you and Vicky shared doesn't come along too often.
You don't know anything about that.
You're right. What would I know, married to a monster like Grant, who manipulated me, tortured me, made me do things I didn't want to do?
You crawled right back for more.
I didn't believe I had a choice.
She wouldn't be the first person that happened to.
Yeah, you see? You said you're sorry. Now you can go.
I'm sorry. Have you and Jake known each other for a long time?
Actually, I'm gonna get that.
Hi. Broken-hearted and sick of staring at the same four walls.
Oh, come on in. What's up, my honey?
Hi, Jake. I didn't realize you had company. If I'm interrupting.
No. It's nothing that wasn't waiting to be put out of its misery.
Jake and I are old acquaintances.
This is my cousin, Carly Tenney. And this is...
I'm Cindy Harrison. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Same here.
Oh, you wouldn't say that if you knew her better.
Those are gorgeous earrings. May I?
When you come to Store Runner to shop, we look in brand name stores you know and trust.
Runners, we got a request. Sweater, red, size, medium. Who's up?
We're on it!
When we find what you want, we give you a wide range of choices from great places like Sears, Brookstone, and the Disney Store.
We found great sweaters!
Excellent.
That was fast. Oh, toys.
Now what you want's toys. Go.
We're on it!
Store Runner, the fastest way to shop your favorite stores.
Is your asthma really under control?
Yes, but I still get short of breath.
And you wake up at night wheezing and coughing.
I just use my fast-acting inhaler.
But you use it almost every day.
Is that what you call control? Ask your doctor if Flovent is right for you. Prescription Flovent twice a day helps control the inflammation that can cause everyday asthma symptoms. Even helps improve lung function. Flovent won't replace fast-acting inhalers for sudden attacks. People switching from an oral steroid like prednisone to Flovent, an inhaled steroid, need to be especially careful. While adjusting to the switch, your body is not as able to heal after surgery, infection, or serious injury. See your doctor if your asthma does not improve.
Now this is asthma control.
Experience the reviving, relaxing Conair Bath Spa. Dual water jets relieve sore muscles and pamper you all over with multi-directional massage power. Also from Conair, the foot spa with heat, vibration, and water jets.
Would you let a guy get this close to your legs if you shaved with an electric razor? You bet. If you use the new Remington Smooth and Silky, you get all the closeness you want without the cuts. Remington, it shaves real close, so he can get close. Real close.
Hey, look at this. Check this out. Get the flashlight, get the flashlight.
Never has so much power gone into our battery. Introducing Duracell Ultra. With new M3 technology, it's the most powerful alkaline battery in the world.
CBS Saturday. Find out how Santa got his start.
All he's ever wanted to do is make children happy.
The story of Santa Claus. Ho, ho, ho! Then celebrate the magic of the Nutcracker in a spectacular movie.
It's wonderful.
It's a timeless tale brought to life like never before. The Nuttiest Nutcracker, CBS Saturday.
Angela Lansbury returns in a fun-filled Christmas adventure.
Always wanted to do that.
It's a magical musical for the whole family. Mrs. Santa Claus, CBS Sunday.
You need to dance to this.
Every year, Hawaii waits for the great Honda Windward year-end closeout. And now, it's time to seize the moment.
I did.
I did.
I did.
I did. Come get our best deals of the year on a new 2000 model Honda at Honda Windward.
That was a good price.
CRVs, Accords, Civics, Preludes, Passports, all clearance price.
Can't go wrong.
So if you're looking for a great deal, come to Honda Windward.
I had it like that.
See the great year-end closeout deals now at Honda Windward in Kaneohe.
Give me a believer out of me.
The Salvation Army Christmas Angel campaign is over this year. From all of us at KGMB9 and our sponsors,
thank you for helping to make this holiday season brighter for Hawaii's needy families.
Please continue to support the Salvation Army and other local charities in the new year.
Best wishes for 2001 from our Ohana at KGMB 9, one of the good things about Hawaii.
Mahalo to these caring sponsors for supporting Christmas Angels, Hawaii Subaru dealers Fujifilm and Kaiser Permanente.
The issue of campaign spending is on the table at the state capitol. Find out what lawmakers want to do tonight on KGMB 9 News at 5, 6, and 10.
Congratulations to Everybody Loves Raymond on its 2 People's Choice nominations.
You think I'm involved in some sort of nefarious black market trade? Your source.
Why would you say that?
People under pressure often shift the blame to keep the focus off themselves.
Well, that's fascinating. It's not that he's paranoid, it's just that he thinks everybody's against him. Now he thinks Isaac Jenkins is out to get him.
You two are clueless, chasing your tails. Whatever Isaac's trying to pin on me doesn't exist. My hands are spotless, so call off your dog.
It doesn't exist. What are you talking about? I saw them at the Java Underground with my own eyes.
Really? And what precisely did you see, Jack?
Well, I can see that this certainly was a mistake.
Please
Somehow I thought that I could come to you and you might listen to me and you might understand what I'm saying, but instead what you've done is you criticize my judgment, you question my decision.
Barbara,
I am keenly aware of what a divorce can do to all people involved. I have been through this before, so I do not need a lecture from you talking about the tragic outcome of a broken home.
Barbara, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I did not mean to insult you or upset you more than you already are.
This decision did not come easily to me, Julia.
But if you and Hal won't hold on through a rough patch, I mean, what hope is there for the rest of us?
Oh, I get it. I didn't realize that I was a how-to lesson for your marriage.
I didn't mean it like that.
Then what did you mean? It's my life that's falling apart here. My world with the man that I have loved for umpteen years, and I don't understand why you're reacting like this. What, do you think that divorce is contagious?
Maybe I do. I mean, I know that it isn't, you know. I know that up here, but in here, my heart is breaking for my friend and for me, especially now.
What do you mean, especially now? Is it the baby? Is it a secret about Winston Lowe? What?
What else? It's Carly.
The stones are gorgeous. May I?
Of course.
Better get a receipt.
They're absolutely gorgeous. Where'd you get them? They were a gift from my late husband. They're custom made, one of a kind.
Yeah, so is my beloved Grant.
Oh, he certainly was, thank God. Any more like him at home, and I don't know, I think we'd have to develop a new pesticide.
He used to shower me in jewelry.
That wasn't the only thing that he used to shower on people.
So, who'd like a cup of coffee? We just put on a pot.
Love some.
Yeah, you know, I'm coming down with a splitting headache. Do you think maybe I could have a side of aspirin with that coffee, please?
I'll be right back.
Thanks.
We counted the silver.
Pleasure to meet you, Mrs. Loon.
That's not my name. Can we just get this over with before they come back?
Mm-hmm.
Well?
Tell Mr. Montgomery we're all set.
All set for what?
Well, here you go. You take 2 of these and you'll be just... Call me crazy. Everything okay here?
Fine.
Fine.
Thank you.
You know, if I were you, I'd double check the contents of that bottle to make sure Jake didn't mistake aspirin for something lethal.
If I brought him for you, you wouldn't have to wonder now, would you?
Carly, want to help me with this? Sure, whatever you need.
I'm gonna go make a phone call.
Your buck.
Thanks. So, what's up with the earrings? Jack Snyder cut me loose. You were looking at a free agent here. I'm free to do whatever I choose with whatever and whomever I choose. Oh, honey, I am so sorry.
Did you know
no
that?
idea. I was sure that when Jack found out that it was his sniveling wife who broke us up, but guess what? He forgave her. So now I get to spend the rest of my life trying to forget about him. But it's okay. I'll be better later.
And I'm gonna make darn sure of that. But about these earrings.
No, who cares? This is my Declaration of Independence. The sooner Jack and I cut all ties, the better.
Okay, bye-bye. No, you have every reason in the world to question why I'm here, Jake.
Oh, is that so?
You got that right. Why are you here? What is it you want from me?
I told you.
You told me you were just passing through. We know each other too well to play games like that, Cindy.
All right. Never could pull anything over on you, could I, McKinnon? Truth is, I could have gone the rest of my life without running into you again, but ever since I heard about Vicky, I haven't been able to get her out of my mind.
Give me a break.
She was so young, so beautiful, so full of love, especially for you and the boys.
Oh, really? Is that why you helped have me kidnapped and kept me separated from them for months?
She'd have done anything for you.
I know that.
Yeah, what about everything you did to keep my son from his inheritance?
It's money, you know? With all the friends we have in common, you'd think you'd be closer with me, you and I, you know.
Oh, you think so? Did Jake ever give you a list of the crimes this woman has committed? No. No cream. Milk cream. I hope milk will do.
It's fine, thanks. If Vicky were here, I like to think she'd find it in her heart to forgive me.
If Vicky were here.
You know something, as a matter of fact, I am here. You pathetic, devious, vicious... Oh.
Presenting Trident Advantage. It's a different kind of gum from Trident. Trident Advantage actually replenishes calcium to help prevent cavities and strengthen teeth. For stronger teeth, Trident Advantage Gum.
We rescued this old boat years ago. It's how we planned to spend our retirement. Then I had a heart attack. I worried we'd never set sail. Turns out my cholesterol was high. I began exercising and eating better, but it was still too high. So I asked my doctor about adding Zocor. He told me Zocor, along with diet, can really get your cholesterol down. And Zocor is proven to reduce the risk of a heart attack among people with high cholesterol and heart disease. Now my cholesterol is right where it should be.
Zocor is a prescription medication and is not for everyone, including women who are nursing, pregnant, or may become pregnant, or people with liver problems. Your doctor may do blood tests to check for liver problems. Because serious side effects can result, tell your doctor about any muscle pain or weakness you experience and about any medicines you are taking. For more information about Zocor, talk to your doctor.
Do it for yourself. It's your future. Be there.
Ready Whip is the only leading whip topping that's made from real cream. Our inspectors wouldn't have it any other way. Ready Whip. The real seal means real cream.
New Soft Soap Fruit Essentials Scented Body Wash. Juicy from head to toe.
You have reached a gecko. You probably wanted Geico, which could save you hundreds on car insurance. Don't be embarrassed. Happens all the time. Have a nice day.
Geico. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance. At least you'll feel smart when the car insurance bill arrives. Geico. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
CBS Tonight. He's the most wanted man in America, and a brush with the law could cost him his freedom.
You mind if I see some ID?
The fugitive. And the first witnesses to a murder aren't human.
Beatles.
Wait till you see how CSI solves this one.
Worms go in, the worms go out.
An all-new episode. Then, a madman is on the loose.
There's a bomb hidden somewhere in the city.
And he's about to make San Francisco rock.
Now you got my attention.
Nash Bridges after The Fugitive and CSI. CBS Tonight.
Sorry, really. Get some mental help. Clean you up.
You did that on purpose!
No, I didn't really. I didn't. I'll get some paper towels. Let her burn. I just, it just slipped out of my hand. It just like, whoop.
Cindy, that was an accident, wasn't it?
I didn't say that, but I didn't do it.
Have you been coaching her for a day like today?
In fact, I did it, and it's only a fraction the heat you're going to feel when you reach your final destination.
Maybe it was a spasm.
That happens.
Oh, yeah, okay, a spasm.
I am really sorry. Truly, I am so sorry.
As a matter of fact, I'm not sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't do more to repay you for the pain you've caused me. Locking me in the basement.
You locked her in a basement? Who told you that?
No food.
No food?
No medicine.
Vicky almost died, didn't she?
That's what she wanted.
She wanted you dead?
Who told you that? Jake, did you tell her that?
Molly, honey.
You little...
Maybe you want to sit down?
Who's telling you these things? Who's making you say this?
Molly, what's going on? Are you okay?
You know, I just get these ideas for stories in my mouth. I just start talking. I don't even realize it.
I don't know what your game is, Jake.
Me either.
But I have had more than enough to last me a lifetime. Good luck, honey. You're gonna need it.
Molly, what on earth has gotten into you?
Was all that, spilled coffee, trip down memory lane? She's still here?
Wait, who's still here? She just walked out the door. Oh, no. More visions of the late Mrs. McKinnon swirling around in your head. It's not in my head, Carly. Vicky was here. She's been doing that. She's been reaching out to me, contacting me ever since that first night. So this is an ongoing thing and you haven't said a word to me? It was hard enough trying to tell Jake about it. I thought you'd think that I was losing touch with reality. All right. All right, Jake. What do you think?
Me?
Do you believe this?
Well, I haven't seen what she's seen, but I believe her. Well, listen, I gotta run after her, because that's one lady I don't want to have an axe to grind, because if she does, it'll end up being right in my skull. Spasm.
Molly, what, you've been having close encounters with the afterlife and you couldn't even pick up a phone? What is going on? I don't know, but we're looking into it. How? You know the name of a good Ghostbuster? As a matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you everything, about every nightmare, every bump in the night, as soon as I know what's going on. First, you want to tell me what's up with these earrings? What kind of trouble is Craig leading you into?
If you saw incriminating evidence that you can link to me, I think I have a right to know what it is, or at least have a look at it. Now, Jack, you say you saw things at Java Underground?
Well, now that I think about it, I really don't remember seeing all that much.
Goshar. And why would I have anything at a bar besides a drink? And, correct me, but aren't search warrants still necessary?
Not if the owner of the establishment offered up such evidence voluntarily.
Are you two so dissatisfied with your home lives that you sit around all day dreaming up ways to try and incriminate me?
No more games. See, we know you've got those microchips. And we're gonna do whatever we can to prove it. And if that means assigning guys around the clock, we will. They will stick to you like leeches. You won't be able to breathe without inhaling one of my guys.
Does that include more genius tactics like searching without warrants?
Let me tell you something. He's right, Hal. He's right. I overstepped. It won't happen again.
Shouldn't have happened in the first place.
You do, and you know it.
Well, as long as we know where we stand. Now, let me tell you something, Hal. The next time I find one of your officers breathing down my neck, I will inform my attorney of this undue harassment. Tom Hughes, you're familiar, yes?
Carly was out of control. She said that I was holding Jack hostage, that he would never really forgive or forget what I'd done. She even said that if it wasn't for me, she and Jack would be married right now.
Well, I think what she meant is that Jack would be consulting with a very good divorce attorney right now.
But what if she's right? What if it's just a matter of time before Jack starts resenting me, and it builds until he can't stand it anymore?
You know how she came up with this scenario? Because it's the only side of a relationship she's ever known. The falling apart side.
She acts like she knows Jack in a way that I never will.
Because it's her only defense against the truth. That she will never be as loved or as forgiven as you are. So when you're feeling insecure about your husband, you just look down at your hand and take a look at that ring, and you realize that he chose you.
You're right. You're right. But there are times when Jack gets this faraway look in his eyes, and I have to wonder if he's thinking about what might have been. I try not to have these thoughts, but they come anyway, and they come often.
You know, maybe I shouldn't say this, but there are marriages that are not worth saving. Especially if one partner is not getting what he wants or she needs, just because they want to hold on to the marriage. So, honey, if you're not happy, it's not doing your husband or your baby any good.
Dear comfy consumer, if you think soft is all that matters in toilet, I'm Kleenex Cottonelle toilet paper, and my thick ripples go beyond soft to leave you feeling fresh, dry, and confidently clean. Now that's a dream come true. Kleenex Cottonelle. When you think of clean, think of me.
Christmas time is almost here.
Want to make cookies?
So we're baking up some holiday cheer.
Pillsbury Slice and Bake Cookies.
Cookies!
With Rudolph, Charlie Brown's Tree, and Ho-Ho-Hos.
Spending time together, making memories that last forever.
Merry Christmas!
My heart to yours.
Now, when I was a young boy, at the age of 5, the greatest man alive. But a man, I'm a full-grown man. I'm a man.
This Christmas comes a story of all that is wild, all that is forbidden, and all that is remembered forever. Matt Damon.
The truth is what happened. It ain't what come out of somebody's mouth.
All the Pretty Horses. Rated PG-13. In theaters everywhere Christmas Day.
No kid can resist the taste of rich chocolate Ovaltine. Hot.
Creamy. Chocolatey.
Kids love Ovaltine. It's made with milk, not water, so it tastes creamier than ordinary hot cocoa. And it's good for you.
Ovaltine hot rules. More Ovaltine, please.
Cannonballs, $129 online. 88 hula hoops, $60 online. Elephant shampoo, $42 online. Not having to pay for any weird charges that show up on your bill? Priceless. With MasterCard, you're not responsible for unauthorized purchases on the web or anywhere. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard.
Happy holidays.
The season is everything on CBS Daytime.
A big Christmas tree is...
The mistletoe is...
My mom's cooking.
Being with my children is everything.
Happy holidays.
From the young and the restless.
From the bold
and the beautiful.
As the world turns.
From guiding light.
Happy holidays.
So from our family to yours.
Happy holidays.
Is this marriage making you happy? Really happy?
Of course. Jack is everything I've ever wanted.
No. I'm not talking about Jack. I'm not talking about Carly. I'm talking about you. I haven't seen a real smile on your face in weeks.
Well, yeah, Jack and I are different people now, you know? Whenever he's gone, these sick images of him and Carly together. When he is here, I've turned into one of these clingy women that Jack despises.
He could never despise you.
I keep imagining life without Carly. Makes the sleepless hours go by like that.
Well, no matter what kind of punishment you're dreaming up about Carly, it's too good for her. I know from experience. Don't cling so tightly to your marriage that you lose sight of who you are. Sometimes the hardest thing about loving someone is knowing when to let go. I'll call you soon.
So, is this the black market merchandise that our little friend Jack's been looking for?
Don't ask questions.
Looks like I got my answer. So when are you planning on telling Jack about these babies?
Telling him what? He doesn't want to talk to me. He doesn't want to see me. He doesn't even want to be reminded that I exist.
Carly, don't do this. You are not thinking straight yet.
I just found out that the man I've adored, the man who's been my one Christmas wish since forever, I just found out he doesn't want me. At least I have Parker. And the money that I'll get from these earrings, it's my first step toward freedom.
Or prison. You are playing with fire, cousin.
Well, you know me. Live dangerously.
Oh, no, see, that is not the motto of a sane woman. I can't let you do this.
So, Jake, is your friend okay?
Well, she's not my friend, and she wouldn't know okay on her best day. But did I put out a fire? The answer would be affirmative. At least I think as much as you could with somebody like Cindy Harrison. Thank you. Vicky, if you were the one that in fact ran Cindy out of here.
Carly.
No, don't. Don't ask me, Molly, because if you ask, I'll have to lie. Or I'll cry. Again.
You're gonna get through this.
I think that has to be one of the weirdest days I've ever been a part of.
That's saying a lot coming from you. So are you gonna ask me what's up with my crazy cousin Carly?
You need me. You'll tell me.
I always need you.
Well, how much trouble is she in, or am I supposed to pretend like I didn't notice, because I am pretty good at that kind of thing?
What else are you good at?
Sounds to me like you need a refresher course.
Oh. What do you say I take you up on that hotel room?
Well, good golly gosh, fellas, I'm awfully glad we had this chance to clear the air. It's nice what you can do when you get together face to face. It's just so darn human.
Human? I always thought you needed a heart and brain and guts to even qualify.
How anatomical. Merry Christmas to you and yours.
Jack, this creep could be sleeping with my wife. He comes down here to rub my face in it.
You don't know that.
I don't know. All the time they spend together, the secrets. I come home from spending Thanksgiving with Nikki. What do I find in my kitchen? A bottle of brandy. I don't drink brandy, and this brandy is too expensive, even for Barbara.
You want to get this guy? You got to put that all aside for now. Think about it, Hal. If all he wanted to do was rattle our cages, why, he could have come up with 100 different ways to do it.
Yeah, but why today? He's known about this surveillance for weeks. Why here today at work?
Because he's about to move the microchips.
He wants us to call off the dogs. We call off the dogs.
Well, you're not serious, Hal. Come on. You want to find out more about what he's up to?
Exactly. We call Carly. We need her. We call her now. That's an order, Jack.
When you have an ailment, different doctors might recommend different treatments. But for yeast infections, the #1 recommendation of doctors is specific. Monostat, the #1 doctor-recommended brand. Monostat.
I may look young, but I still suffer from hot flashes. I discovered a natural way to deal with it. Healthy Woman, from the makers of Monostat. Healthy Woman's a soy menopause supplement that helps relieve hot flashes and night sweats. Healthy Woman.
Brita water. Instantly. The Brita faucet filter.
The rewards of getting holiday shopping done early.
We now enter our 26th hour of the It's a Super Great Holiday Movie Marathon.
Here's the reward for shopping late. It's the after Christmas prices sale before Christmas at Sears. Save 50% on all heavyweight jackets for the whole family. Save 30 to 50% on fall and holiday sweaters for the crew, too. Don't fool around. Give the good life at a great price, even at the last minute. Guaranteed.
Ow! So you think Santa will like these red and green M&Ms?
I don't know. I never met the guy. He does exist!
They do exist. Santa?
Dryness, redness, itching, flaking. Kissing goodbye with all new St. Ives Vitamin E and A lotion. There are 7 symptoms of dry skin. Here's one powerful solution. St. Ives unleashes the antioxidant power of vitamins E and A with natural botanicals in a clinically proven formula. So roughness, dryness, bye-bye. 7 symptoms, 1 solution. All new St. Ives Vitamin E and A lotion. Brilliant.
Would you let a guy get this close to your legs if you shaved with an electric razor? You bet. If you use the new Remington Smooth and Silky, you get all the closeness you want without the cuts. Remington, it shaves real close, so he can get close. Real close.
If her flu medicine makes her sleep during the day, she won't sleep much at night. Introducing new Dimetap Non-Drowsy Flu. Specifically created for non-drowsy relief. New Dimetap Non-Drowsy Flu. Knocks out the flu, not your kid.
You can turn hopes and dreams into reality when you give through the United Way. At this learning center, those with developing disabilities are getting the vital help they need. Together, we're solving problems, getting results you can see. The NFL, the United Way, and you, the power of teamwork.
So why didn't you just...
Late lunch. Each served with...